Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is they want you to pretend like. The scripture comes from John 2 and 12. After this went down to Capernaum along with his mother and brothers. He went down to Capernaum along with his mother and brothers, but stayed there only a few days. So here's a message for somebody. There was some kind of miracle that God performed. There was a miracle that God performed, and this miracle may have came through God literally pulling you away from someone. Okay, God pulls you away from someone and sent you somewhere else. However, God is saying that even though He has sent you to this place, there is someone that is trying to pretend like He has not. There is someone that is trying to act as if He is not. And this person wants to try to stir, like they're trying to make you feel like you have to cave to their desires. They want to try to make you feel as though you have to do what they want you to, regardless if they are doing this in such a way. They may be trying to do this by force. They may be trying to make you feel threatened, make you feel unsafe, make you feel as though if you don't do what they want you to, they will hurt you. They may be trying to do this by idle gossip, by going about and telling any and everybody that will listen or hear that everything that happened is your fault. And they may be trying to make the narrative to where you look bad. They want to try to make you look bad. They want to try to make it seem as though you would look better with them. You would be perceived as a better person if you would stick by them. Your reputation, it wouldn't be scarred if you would stay with them. Your reputation, you would look as if you were a better person if you stayed with them. You know, sometimes people stay in marriages that they are truly unhappy in just because they would prefer to not say, I had to get divorced. Just because they would prefer to not say, you know what, I was wrong. Just because they don't have any kahunas, okay, to say that, you know what, I am not happy and I'm not going to be miserable for the rest of my life. And that is their business. That's their business if that's what they want to do. But God says, I'm talking to somebody. You are not about to live a miserable life. You don't care. You don't care. No green eggs and ham, Sam. I don't like them on the house. I don't like them on the couch. I don't like them on the floor. I don't like them. It don't matter. Okay, with a mouse. That rhymes. Okay, but anywho. You like, nah, I'm good on that. Nah, I'm good on that. In reality, this person is trying to look at you as if you are weak because you are not willing to take disrespect in order to receive validation. You are not going to sit around and allow somebody to abuse you in order to receive validation. You are not about to sit around and allow somebody to mistreat you just so you can receive some kind of validation. They are trying to make you seem like you are weak, my love. They are trying to make you seem as though you are weak. They are trying to make you seem like you are weak, child of God, but you are not weak. You are not weak. You are strong. In reality, the person that is scared of their reputation being tarnished, the person that is sitting around being abused, but refusing to leave because they don't want what will the neighbors think? And what will such and such think? And I can't believe, what will this person think? And that don't nobody care. Them people don't have to deal with that man beating on you. Them people don't have to deal with the kind of abuse that you got going on. When they go home at night, they don't have to stress about what you stress about. So why do you care how they feel? And I don't know who that's for. That's for somebody that's still in it, that's not wanting to leave. God said, if you don't go ahead and get up out of there, why would you sit around dealing with somebody abusing you and cheating on you and mistreating you just because of what people think? Who cares? Who cares? This is idolatry. This is idolatry. Idolatry of yourself. Idolatry of reputation. I'm not too worried about what people think about me. I'm worried about what God think about me, and that's period. 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 I'm more concerned with what God thinks. I'm more concerned with how God feels. And if God tells me that he is not okay with something, if God tells me that I need to put my foot down and get away, if God tells me that he is not happy with how I am being treated and I need to go, then I'm going to listen to God. If God tell me that my spouse that went out and broke our covenant and I have all rights to leave if I want to, guess what? For some of y'all, God himself is pulling you away from this person. But because they are insisting, that you insist on staying with this person because of what the Joneses think. Who care about what the Joneses think? They mess around and got all kind of nonsense going on in that house. What does that have to do with you? Nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with you. God said it ain't nothing wrong with you going and keeping it pushing. And even if you have to move into your mother's house, even if you have to move in with your parents, even if you have to move in with your family or whoever, your siblings, regardless, because it says along with his mother and brothers, and his disciples. So if you have to move in with a friend, you have to move in with family, you have to move in with your siblings, you have to move in with your parents. No, nobody wants to stay with their parents, but it is what it is. God will prefer for you to be safe and sound in your parents' house, in your siblings' house, in your friend's house, than for you to be in a situation where you are being cheated on and are receiving physical abuse or whatever it is. For somebody, this is a situation where you are in danger. And there is somebody that is making you feel intimidated to make you go back to the danger. God said, no. No. You're not weak because you left. You're not weak because you won't stand for it. You're not weak because you refuse to accept that abuse. It is weak-minded for somebody to stay in that situation because they are so concerned with what the neighbors will think. It's ridiculous. No. And if that man or whoever want their person back so bad, they want their wife back so bad, then they will be willing to change their ways. They will be willing to get saved. And we're not talking about put on a show. This is like this person wants to put on a show. They want to put on an act. This is an actor or an actress. They're trying to act as if they are putting forth effort to become a better person for you. And they are not. They're trying to act as if they are putting forth effort to turn away from their sin. But they are not. Because in reality, this is somebody behind closed doors. They are acting a complete fool. When the lights go out at night, they are not trying to climb into bed with you. When the lights go out at night, they are running to mistresses and misters and whatever else they got going on. And that's what they doing. And God said he still see that. They may be able to go down to the pastor and cry their eyes out and I miss my person and I love them so much. I don't know why they doing this to me and I don't understand this, I don't understand that. Knowing good and well they just left their mistress' house. Knowing good and well they just left from doing some kind of evil. So work their hands just conjuring up and working up all kind of evil. But they want to go down to all the people that y'all know and act as if they are just so hurt and so heartbroken. They got a saved face. But that's all they doing. That's all they doing. For some of you, these people have been going about and trying to act like they've been spending time with you and they don't understand why you treating them this way. They trying to act as if y'all are working it out and they don't understand this and they don't understand that. Regardless if you have completely cut them off and you block them on everything, or if you are the kind of person where you're just not answering for them and you're not talking to them, or you're just telling them, look, I don't want to talk to you right now. I need my space. Regardless of what it is, this person is lying and trying to tell people that it's something that it's not. But God said it ain't nothing wrong with getting away from somebody who is abusive. God said it ain't nothing wrong with getting away from somebody that don't know how to keep it in their pants. God said it ain't nothing wrong with cutting off a relationship, especially if he himself has told you to do so. Don't worry about what man think about you. Worry about what God thinks. And let the Joneses, them or whoever who think that they just so good and they got it all going on. You looking at them and you think they got a happy-go-lucky fairy tale going on. God said you don't know what's really going on in that house. You don't know what's really going on in that house. There are so many horror stories of people talking about the things that they had to endure in marriages. And the only difference between today and back then is that now women can work and they can provide for themselves. A lot of women were forced to stay in marriages where they were being abused, cheated on, mistreated, and they had to stay because they had no way to take care of themselves and their children. And that's what's where I'm being reminded of this story from a movie this woman told when she was talking to her children about how their father did her. And when she left, he was cheating on her profusely. And she left and went to one of her family members' house. And while she was there, she was struggling. And eventually she broke down and called him and asked him if he would come and get her and his children. She said he waited about a week or 2 weeks before he finally came and picked her up. And when he picked her up, he told her, "Did you learn your lesson?" And he never stopped cheating on her. He never stopped mistreating her. He never stopped abusing her. God says it is not weak if you decide that you are going to put on your big girl pants, pull your sleeves up, and make sure that you good. Period. In today's times, there are a lot of women that are carrying the household stronger than the men do. And for sure, I know I'm not going to be looking like Bobo the fool, paying all the bills and taking care of no grown man that on top of that abusing me, cheating on me and using me and mistreating me. Oh, no, please. God says you are not weak. God says you are not weak. God says you are not weak. The very people trying to call you weak are mad they don't have the kahunas to leave. And that's what's real. And that's what's real. And that's what's real. And that's what's real. They want to try to pretend like you weak, baby. They want to try to pretend like you ain't got it going on, baby. They want to try to pretend like you are not who you are. But in reality, God says they are just mad they don't have the kahunas to do the same themselves. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.